in California, where CBS News projects Governor Gavin Newsom has successfully defeated the recall effort against him, effectively allowing him to stay in office. Although ballots are still being counted, it appears that the majority of Californian voters have spoken, saying no to ousting their Democratic leader. Republicans hope to remove the governor over his approach to curbing the spread of COVID in his state. Anthony Pura is in Los Angeles with the very latest on this. Anthony, good morning.
Good morning, Anne-Marie. Well, the governor has avoided what many would have considered to be an upset loss. Now, roughly 64% of voters said no to the recall. That's with 70% of the votes in this morning. California Governor Gavin Newsom appears to have beaten back an effort to recall him from office. The outcome of the race was projected in his favor less than an hour after the polls closed.
I'm humbled and grateful to the millions and millions of Californians that exercised their fundamental right to vote.
Early returns showed roughly 2/3 of voters opposed the recall effort. A final count is expected to take days to complete because of the high number of mailed-in ballots.
No is not the only thing that was expressed tonight. I want to focus on what we said yes to as a state. We said yes to science. We said yes to vaccines. We said yes to ending this pandemic.
Had the recall succeeded, Newsom would probably have been replaced by Republican talk radio host Larry Elder, who has a commanding lead among the field of potential replacement candidates.
When I become governor, if there are still state mandates for face masks and for vaccines, they're going to be repealed.
Kevin Paffrath, one of the few Democrats in the race, said Elder's campaign promises backfired.
Gavin Newsom branded anyone other than him as willing to undo vaccine mandates, undo mask mandates, and folks had the fear of God put in them that, oh my gosh, COVID's going to kill us all. And so that was a gift to Gavin Newsom.
After delivering his victory speech last night, Governor Newsom tweeted, quote, "Now let's get back to work." Newsom is up for re-election next year, so he could see some of these candidates again in 2022. Anne-Marie?
So, Anthony, I'm curious, what issue was the most important to voters?
Well, according to exit polling, about 30% of voters say that the pandemic is the #1 issue facing California. That's followed by about a quarter of voters that said it was homelessness. Now, important to note here, though, that those that voted no on the recall say that coronavirus is the #1 issue facing the state, while those that voted yes on the recall say it is homelessness and the economy.
Oh, that's so interesting. How important is it for Governor Newsom to win this by a large margin?
Gavin Newsom is a Democratic governor in a state that's considered to be a stronghold for Democrats. So if he lost the recall or if it was close, then political experts say that Republicans likely would have spun it as a rallying cry against policies by Democrats. So Newsom really needed to win convincingly in order to say that his policies are in touch with Californians. Anne-Marie?
Anthony, thank you very much.